This video review is brought to you by BigBadToyStore.com. BigBadToyStore.com, your #1 source for toys.
What's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at Quick Draw Autobot Hound from the simplified RID toy line. The figure itself is very small. I mean, we're talking smaller than a standard Generations Deluxe. I mean, he's a full head smaller than Starscream. Though it's not a bad-looking figure, it completely lacks any real posability. And this is more like my first Transformers type of figure. He has very limited posability. His head does not move at all. Legs don't move. They're just kind of molded there. And, well, yeah, he's a brick that turns inside and out. The left arm does have some posability. It's got very, very soft, gentle ratchets here in the elbow, and it's a set of swivels for the shoulder that can do some weird things. You're not really going to get any posability out of this guy other than that. His gimmick is the quick draw gimmick, where you have the gun pointing away from him on the forearm. You point the shoulder forward, and he is supposed to pose the gun. Though I think I kind of broke it when I was trying to transform him, because the transformation, the way the figure came out of the box, was really messed up. Normally when the figure is just stationary, the gun is supposed to be like this. When I pulled him out of the box, the gun was like that while he was stationary, which doesn't work at all. So, there we go. Just tweaking it a little bit can get the gun to change. And so here is the gimmick that sort of works. It's not perfect, but it is kind of cool, and kids, like little kids, are going to like this. Transformation for this figure is easy, but at the same time really frustrating, because there's a specific step in here that I just can't get right. So take on the left arm, put it at a 90-degree angle, and it will peg into place on this one little peg right next to my thumb. Then take the arms and unpeg them from the shoulder, or take the entire shoulders and the torso, unpeg them and flip them around like that. Now the gun, according to the directions, is supposed to point straight down, and these sections, or this little T section, is supposed to peg into the legs, or the part of the legs, when you take the legs and butterfly them and flip them around. However, it doesn't line up at all. And I'm wondering if this is just me really, really being bad at transforming figures. And I've tried fiddling with it, and it just doesn't look like the gun is going to line up. I've bent the elbow. I've tried a couple of different things, and the gun barrel just doesn't line up with where it's supposed to go. So let me show you here on the directions. As you can see, the directions say you're supposed to put the arm at a 90-degree-ish angle. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So kind of bust it a little bit, put it at a 90-degree angle, close it up, and then flip the... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work at all, does it? Now I thought, okay, well maybe it's supposed to be straight up, and then it's supposed to be closed. Well, no, that doesn't work either. As you can see on the directions, you're supposed to flip the legs around, and they're supposed to peg into the barrel, which obviously doesn't really work. And I'm probably being a freaking moron here, but it doesn't line up at all. That's probably, again, just me being a complete and total idiot. Entirely possible. So to get around that, you just kind of have to fiddle with it and get the barrel between the legs and just kind of sitting there. Now for the top of the figure, the gut and the head chest unit will come apart. The head unit will flip around to form the front of the vehicle. The chest stomach unit will flip around to form the top flat part of the unit, of the vehicle mode, like that. And it should snap into place. Sometimes it takes a little force, but there you go. And here we have his military vehicle unit, which, oddly enough, ever since they announced this military vehicle, I have seen it driving around in my area and on I-95 a lot. I do live near, or between two major military bases, so those of you that understand Maryland might be able to guess around where I live. Don't tell anyone, though. Overall, this figure's not really that great. In robot mode, he looks good, but that little bit of transformation hiccup, which, again, is very possibly my own stupidity, doesn't really do much for me. Will kids like this figure? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not exactly fun or full-featured. It's not nearly as cool as Strafe, but he is very grizzled with an excellent face sculpt or head sculpt. The head sculpt on this guy is really very cool, and the fact that Hound is going to be voiced by John Goodman is even better. My final thoughts on this figure are, don't buy this. I really don't like it. I don't think kids are going to like it. If a kid absolutely has to have it, then he absolutely has to have it. But I can't really recommend it. So guys, as usual, I've been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.